The news this morning, Canada begins to mourn 11 people killed in an attack by a man who drove through a crowded festival. And some Kentucky National Guardsmen are preparing to travel overseas to provide medical aid.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning and a happy Monday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee. It is April 28th and the time now 5:30 this morning. It's also time to check on in with meteorologist Eric Dean today. And Eric, I really don't remember walking out of the house what the temperature was like, to be quite frank with you today. 40s. Look at that.
40s.
No rain. I didn't see any fog.
No.
Pretty good start.
Not here anyhow. Some places are seeing a little bit of fog. Remember yesterday, though, wasn't bad either. Take a look at the numbers from yesterday. Made it to 67 after a morning start of 43. Now, I want to focus your attention on one number right here, and I'm going to emphasize this. See this 8.18 right here for the month? We are sitting at the fourth wettest April on record. We're at 6.26 inches above normal for the entire year. 67 and 43 was our temperature spread yesterday. 73 and 51 is where we should be for this time of year. All is quiet on live pinpoint Doppler radar. We're in that time of the morning where we start getting the false returns on the radar scan. Temperatures right now, 40s and 50s, upper 30s near Clintwood, as well as Louisa, 50s from Manchester to Monticello. Look at Somerset. Good morning to you folks over there. 57 degrees. As you head out the door, make sure you have the WYMT First Alert Weather app where you'll find the hour-by-hour forecast. We'll make a run for 71 as we go into the 11 o'clock hour with mostly sunny skies, but thunderstorm chances are in the forecast. We'll plot that out with Future View coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Current time is now 5:31. We'll toss it back to Amelia.
The man suspected of plowing a car into a crowded Vancouver over the weekend was not motivated by terrorism, and that's according to investigators. At least 11 people were killed in the attack at a culture festival, with dozens of others injured. Naomi Ruckham has the details of what led up to the incident.
A gruesome scene Saturday night in Vancouver on what locals are now calling the darkest day in the city's history. Police have identified 30-year-old Kai G. Adam Lowe as the man they believe bypassed barricades, ramming this crumpled black SUV through a festival celebrating Filipino heritage.
He just pushed the gas all the way through the whole block.
Investigators say the suspect was not motivated by terrorism and was known to police through his significant history with mental health issues.
The community is devastated. The Filipino community, residents of Vancouver, we're heartbroken, we're sad, we're scared, and there's a bit of anger there too.
The attack came near the end of the Lapu-Lapu Day Festival, a block party attended by many of Vancouver's more than 38,000 residents of Filipino heritage. Filipinos represent nearly 6% of the city's population.
I know that I join all Canadians in mourning with you. I know that Canadians are united with you.
After the attack, the suspect was detained by the crowd until authorities arrived. He was heard saying, "I'm sorry."
I definitely feel like it's etched in my brain forever.
Those killed range in age from 65 years old to as young as 5. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
The suspect has been charged with 8 counts of second-degree murder. Further charges are expected, and his next court appearance is scheduled for the end of May. Police in Laurel County say they found a man dead after he was reported missing. According to police, the body of Robert Cattle was found Thursday off Forestry Road off the Hal Rogers Parkway. That's about 6 miles from London. Prior to Cattle's death, officers with the Somerset Police Department posted on Facebook that Cattle was last seen in the East Saddlebrook area of Somerset. Deputies say the death investigation is ongoing, but they believe no foul play is suspected. A coroner's office needs help to find the family of a woman who recently died. Heather Ann Peters died of natural causes April 14th. The Clark County Coroner's Office made several attempts to locate her next of kin, and they're now asking for help. Peters spent time in Douglasville, Georgia, and Winchester. She may have also had family in the Hazard-Perry County area. Anybody with information is asked to contact the Clark County Coroner at the number on your screen, and that number is 859-744-0035. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is looking into an inmate death in the Claiborne County, Tennessee jail. Our sister station reports a district attorney general requested an investigation into the circumstances that led up to the death. The TBI says officers found Jeremy Lynn Eastridge unresponsive in his cell last Thursday. Eastridge's body was sent for an autopsy. An Eastern Kentucky man was indicted by a grand jury in Lexington for armed drug trafficking. The indictment against Robert Lutz includes multiple counts of distributing fentanyl and distributing 50 or more grams of meth. The indictment claims from February 6th to March 26th, Lutz possessed and distributed fentanyl and meth in Lee County. He was detained last week and will await trial, which is scheduled for June 25th. A police chase spanning through 2 counties led to one woman behind bars and police searching for another person. It started in Laurel County before ending in Rockcastle County. When police tried to pull over a Honda Accord, the driver Brandon Lee Woods took off before reaching speeds of 110 miles per hour. After the vehicle stopped, Sierra Markwell was arrested, but police are still looking for Woods. If you have any information about the case, you're asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600. A unit of Kentucky National Guard members are headed overseas to provide medical aid in Europe. During the 9-month deployment, the soldiers will provide aeromedical evacuation in support of Operation Joint Guardian. They'll be flying ambulances, delivering hope and life-saving assistance. The troops have spent more than a year and a half training for this mission.
There's not a whole lot of deployments that are going on anymore, so for us to get the luck of the draw to be able to deploy and to go do our mission is it's very special.
Some of the unit's most notable contributions are a response to Afghanistan in 2020 and saving lives during floods in eastern and central Kentucky. Governor Andy Beshear was in the mountains last Friday. Hazard Mayor Happy Mobilini, Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander, and many others were at Skyview making progress on the higher ground homes. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino was there.
The rain has not stopped Kentuckians in the past from building up. And that won't be the case now. On Friday, Governor Andy Beshear said regardless of the weather, Kentucky will continue to move forward.
Folks that were starting to lose hope can see new homes and forever homes coming up.
Walls were literally going up at Skyview. Governor Beshear has been part of many milestones since the 2022 flood. But on Friday, he got his hands dirty and his boots wet, selflessly participating in the dirty work of building the homes. The governor described the feeling as
amazing. You feel God in what's going on today. You see neighbors helping neighbors, but you also see a solution. Building on high ground, the most complicated rebuild that I think the nation has ever seen is going to be a success. And everybody who lives up here will never have to worry about being flooded ever again.
Samantha Turner's home was completely destroyed in the February flood. Just 2 months ago, she was left wondering, what's next? And on Friday, she was standing in her new home.
This is the first time I've been able to see with the roof on and actually stand inside what right now looks like plywood. In just a few months will be my home.
With a new friend who Turner says made it all possible.
And he turned around and said, let's go look at your home. That's not a lot of people get that. The governor just shows the type of person he truly is to just say, hey, come on, let's go look and see what's getting done.
And our master bath, master bedroom.
And a special delivery from the First Lady to all the new homeowners. A gift of tulip bulbs, straight from the Capitol to represent new life and new opportunity.
I think every spring, people are going to be able to see them and be happy with the rain for once and how it helped them grow. But I look forward to people waiting for them, to seeing them sprout. It's going to be exciting.
For a reminder that rain can be a good thing, and after every storm, there's always brighter days ahead.
And you don't think there's any sun, and it's all just going to be rainy days. And although it is raining today, there's still sun shining.
What now is 5 model homes will soon be more than 100 homes on top of Skyview in Perry County. McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
Scott McReynolds with HDA says they are going to wait until after construction is completed to plant the tulips so they will be properly ready to grow for next spring. The governor also paid a visit to Letcher County after his appearance in Perry County. A construction company has chosen a location in Greenup County as the site for its new facility. Strasser Construction Company from Columbus, Ohio announced they chose the Greenup Boyd River Port in Wurtland as their location of their new facility. It was all made possible by a partnership between the Greenup and Boyd County fiscal courts, the Greenup Boyd River Port, the city of Wurtland, and Kentucky Power.
It's a closer location for them, closer to home. Right now we operate a similar location up in Columbus, Ohio. But again, that requires people to travel, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours up to that location.
The facility will be housed on 4 acres of land at the Riverport. The company says they hope to have the project completed by the end of the year. The National Fallen Firefighters Weekend is coming up soon, and a few firefighters in our area are being recognized. Daryl Keith Helton, who served the Belfry Volunteer Fire Department, Geneva Sawyer, who served the Red Bush Volunteer Fire Department in Johnson County, and Gregory Van Hoos, who served the Rock House Volunteer Fire Department in Johnson County. National Fallen Firefighters Weekend runs May 3rd and 4th in Maryland, and we have more details about this on our website, WYMT.com. Still to come this morning, the race is almost here and people are already lining up to make bets on the 151st Kentucky Derby.